Hi everybody, welcome to part 2 of the shopping center build. So, I had to make this into a 2-part video because it's too freaking big. So the first part, if you haven't seen that, go check it out on the channel. It's where we build the basic structure of the building and what it's gonna look like. And this build, we're gonna continue on building every single one of the shops and like the bowling alley that we're building here. So the first step, bowling alley. Now I put this in the basement because I was like, you know what, it needs some fun also. Del Sol Valley can't be the what should we call it, party capital or the snob capital or whatever. It just can't be that. So I decided to, you know, make a shopping center where there's something for everybody. So we have build a lot of the stuff in the rebuild. We've done a spa where there's multiple things you can do. There's a restaurant, there's the cafe, and now this shopping center, I'm gonna tackle the lounge, high-end lounge thingy afterwards. So Del Sol Valley is really shaping up. I think I only need 1 or 2 more lots and then I'm done, because we've also done the entire downtown neighborhood with a lot of there's the cul-de-sac, there's the rental units with all of the street decor and shops and stuff like that. And it's just, I really like the way that this rebuild is going. I'm super excited about showing you guys every single new build that I do. So going into the shopping center here, we have 4 shops that we need to do after I finished up the what is it called? Bowling alley. Yeah, that's the one. So the bowling alley is in the basement, and me and Martin actually had a really good discussion of so what kind of shops can I do? What makes sense in the Sims context? And we had a good talk about it. And we came up with all the shops together. So that's really fun. And I just love the way everything turned out. And I tried to make every one of the shops as different as possible. So the first shop that we have here is the, I would kind of describe it as a kind of Bed and Beyond type of store. So bed, bath and beyond type of thing, but without the bath section. So this is all bedding, all things for the bedroom and a little bit for the shower area, but mostly just again, there's not a lot of space in each of these stores, but I tried to make every one of them unique. The thing you can do with this, if you have the Get to Work expansion pack, you can go in and you can actually make each of these stores real usable stores. So you can go in and say, okay, so every single thing in here, like the bed, the drawers, everything is something you can buy, and you can hire staff to take care of, you know, this store or the other stores. But I tried to make it look real homey and realistic. I wanted every single one of the stores to be nice looking, but also be fully functional, and you knew exactly what kind of store you went into. The one thing that was really important for me was that, of course, every single flooring needed to be the same in each of the shops, because that's kind of the cohesiveness of the center itself. But other than that, the walls, stuff like that could be different, because you can paint a wall, you can have a wallpaper that looks like brick, something like that. So that's what something I really tried to hit home with, that's just the cohesiveness. So the second store here was more of the living room store. So everything that you would need for a living room: couch, a chair, tables, sofa tables, all things in between. I tried to put it in here, kind of like a furniture store for the living room. And I tried to make like these smaller living spaces to kind of emphasize that, you know, you could have this or something like that, or this would go really well with that style, you know, kind of like these little sections where it was very visible that, okay, so we can do that or this instead. And I also put in some desks that you can buy and try to make it look really cool and just nice and homey, but like it was, you know, oh, we can have this yellow couch and that looks really good with that painting, you know, that whole situation. And then I was like, okay, so we also need some chair selections. I don't know about you guys, but we have stores like this in Denmark, and I feel like it's like this everywhere, where there's this section where it's very manicured, very like, oh, so this is what a living room could look like. I would like something like this. And then there's this other section of the store where it's just like, here's 100 chairs that you can buy, and here's 100 couches you can buy, and they're just kind of lined up. So I tried to go with something like that. Now, one thing that we do have in this shopping center also is, of course, clothing stores. So I made a clothing store for the male mannequins and for the female mannequins and for the kids mannequins. Now, most of the items, it's gonna come down to the fact that we don't have that many items to go with that works for a clothing store, but I tried to make each of them as different as possible. So going into the male clothing store here, I wanted to have a lot of this natural wood and a lot of the dark tones going throughout. And I think it's definitely, I feel like this is a store that I've been to before in real life, and once I feel that way, I'm like, okay, so I definitely got something here that works, like the vibe that I was going for. Of course, topping off with some shoes, we have the dressing rooms. Again, it's kind of limited what you can do into the stores, but it's all about making them look comfortable, welcoming, and like a place that you actually want to shop. So that's what I just tried to do here. It's very much this modern industrial vibe to the store compared to something like the children's store. But yeah, you're gonna see that in the end. But I also decided to each of the stores from the exterior to really like put something out there so you could see that it was urban. We have different signage for each of the stores, mannequins, all that good stuff. And I think it turned out really good. Like, I'm overall super happy and satisfied with the way that this whole shopping center turned out. So once I actually started, more chairs outside of the furniture store, of course. But once I was done with the adult male clothing store, I went into the children's store, and I wanted this to be more fun. I wanted it to be more fun, more vibrant looking. So I picked a very neutral yellow for the backsplash here. And then I just started to put in a lot of the children's clothing that we have. Again, very limited with what you can actually put in here for clothing options to make it look like a store, but I think we hit home. Like, you can definitely tell that this is a children's store, and I also wanted it to just look like fun. So we have lots of different colors, vibrant colors, and just fun colors that I thought would work really well in a store like this. And of course, a nice backsplash for the dressing rooms that kind of look like one mural going through. I thought that was a cool idea as well. And then I got distracted with something I wanted to use outside, so I quickly placed those. And then I decided to make this into more of a hexagon instead of the diamond shape. I thought that just worked a bit better with the overall theme, now that we didn't have the rounded walls that we tried to create in the last episode in part 1. So going up to the female adult store here, this was actually, this one and the furniture store, I think was probably my favorite ones to do. to be honest. I don't know. I had so much fun. Like, I love all the stores. I think everything turned out really, really cool, really nice. It's definitely a vibe. But the female adult store, clothing store, and the furniture store for me was really the highlights. I had so much fun doing these, and just the styling of it was super fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. But I do really love all the stores. I think they turned out, every single one of them, super great. So I'm just happy with the overall look of every single one of them. But there's just something about this store. I think it was the fact that I put the payment counter in the middle of it, and it made it more intimate in some way. I don't know. I really like it, and the way that it turned out. So yeah, when you get this shopping center, you of course need to go in and dress the mannequins yourself for the outfits you want to portray. So that is just something I didn't do it. I'm not that good at the whole clothing thing. Me myself, if you follow my vlogging channel, go check it out, link in the description down below. It's where I like talk about everyday life, my ordinary life as the channel is called. It's where I talk about everything, and right now I'm just going through a bit of a clothing crisis because I've lost so much weight, and it's difficult. So I didn't want to do the mannequins because I just don't exactly think I have the style for it or the vision for it. So I would rather have that you can put something in that you want to portray in that store. Going into the seventh store, I think it is 6th or 7th store, I wanted to do a flower shop. I thought that could be really fun, and we have so many cool flower shop items now, and just like the vibe and everything with like kits and new stuff packs and expansions, everything that we could do in here. I just loved the vibe of it, and I thought this store was so fun. So I decided, you know, after talking with Martin as well, that a flower shop would be perfect for this kind of space. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. So one of the bigger stores here, I made a kitchen store. And much like the furniture store, we made these smaller kitchen areas where it's like you can get inspiration for different countertops, fridges, all that stuff. And I love this. I don't know why I haven't done this before, but I don't think I have. But after 700 videos, it's like, can you really remember every single one of them? Because I can. But yeah, I thought it was a really cool idea, and I got to do a lot of different kitchens. Again, nothing too fancy, but just throw stuff in there, and like little like microwaves that you can also sell. You could in theory sell every single thing here, but I had so much fun with this one. I thought it was a cool idea to have this little kitchen store area with the different appliances and stuff like that. So again, just to do something different, but in theory, if you have to get to work, expansion, you can put everything up for sale. You can mark the price as you want. So I just really like the idea of having this store, and of course I tried to make it look somewhat livable as well. I thought also having like 2 bar options would be really cool. I didn't put any what is it called, cashier like cash register thingies in here, because when I think of a store that you buy a kitchen from, it's mostly like from a guy, and then you sit at a computer and configure the different measurements and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I thought. You can put a cash register in, but they will probably just go to one of the others in the other stores and use it. But you know, you could. The last store here, I wanted to do like an art store gallery type of thing. And for me, I kind of envisioned that this would be a place where you can kind of go in, buy some art books, buy different art pieces that this person has made, and buy something on commission. Now, this is not the same type of functional store as the others, but it's more of the vibe of it that I really liked. And I loved the idea of having this artsy studio where it was like, okay, so I need a painting done, maybe a painting of your family, and you can go in, show a photo, and kind of get that on commission. I thought that was a really cool idea, so that's what we decided to do. The thing with the windows though, I don't know why it still does that, but sometimes they just glitch and they're in the wall, but they're not visible, like see-through. They just, it's annoying. But here we have some screenshots of the different stores from above. So you can kind of get the layout of each of them. I love the way that this shopping center turned out. Honestly, this is one of my favorite builds that I've done in Del Sol Valley. I love all the remakes, but this is just, it's such a vibe, and it's definitely something that I could see be there in real life. So we have the first floor here with the different stores, and I just wanted to show them from either angles. You can kind of get the feel for everything, and then we're gonna take a look inside the store. So this is the female clothing store. Again, I just love the vibe of it in here. I think it turned out super good. I am proud of each of the store in their own right. I think it's definitely a vibe. So tell me down below what you guys think about the stores. And are you gonna place this shopping center in your game? It is on a gallery right now, so all you have to do to find it is search my Origin ID, or EA ID as it's called now. It's called Auvbri, just like the channel name. And you're gonna find every single thing that I've done and put onto YouTube. It is 99% chance on the gallery as well. Also, let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this build. I love having conversations with you guys, and if there's something I really like is to discuss the different builds, or what you would have done different, or what you like, don't like about it. Constructive criticism is always welcome, but just a general conversation is nice. While you're down in the comment section, why not just go check out my vlogging channel? I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers before my birthday on March the 7th. And we are currently at 25, so it would be so cool to reach 100 subs over there. And again, the only thing I do over there is I show my ordinary life, just like the channel name. It is my ordinary life, so you're gonna see every aspect of it, the ups, the downs, me and Martin's life, like what's going on, every detail from trips to home things is going on over there. So it's the best way to catch up with what I'm doing, and I upload pretty frequently over there as well, so go check it out. It would help me out a great big deal and make me super happy as well. And while I've been blabbering on, we've taken a look at quite a lot of the stores here. The bowling alley, also just love the vibe, the orange vibe. It fits. I don't know what it is, it fits. It's really a vibe. And I love that I put it in here. Oh, and this is the original builds. I could not remember what it was called, but it's this lounge thing, up and coming type of lounge. And I was like, nope, shopping center. So here it is. It's a vastly different building, but the building itself fits perfectly into the vision of what I want my Del Sol Valley to be. And again, if you can wait for it, I'm gonna upload the save file once I'm done with every single world. And once we're done with Del Sol Valley, I think we're gonna tackle Willow Creek again, and see if we can't beautify that city in the Auvbri name. But I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. Bye.